The Red Fort in Delhi is not just a historic monument. It is one of India's most guarded and symbolic places, visited by millions of people every year and closely monitored by security agencies. So when any report links the Red Fort to something as serious as a car bombing, it immediately draws global attention. Such claims touch deep issues of history, public safety, and trust. What makes this story important today is not only the claim itself, but the speed at which such claims spread. In the digital age, information moves faster than verification. Rumors can shape public memory, influence emotions, and blur the line between what is confirmed and what is assumed. Understanding this difference has never been more important. Reports connected to the phrase Red Fort car bombing do not point to a single, clearly verified incident. Instead, the story begins online, with scattered social media posts and informal mentions that appeared years after other, unrelated security incidents near the Red Fort area. Some of these posts described an explosion involving a vehicle near the perimeter of the fort. But many of them shared no dates, no names, and no official confirmation. Despite this, they spread widely, often paired with images that were later found to be unrelated. As public attention grew, mainstream news outlets began receiving questions. Several major Indian news organizations reviewed their archives and checked official statements to see if such an event had ever been recorded. Their findings were consistent. No confirmed car bombing at the Red Fort itself appeared in official records for the periods mentioned online. Instead, coverage pointed back to other known incidents from different years, including armed attacks and security alerts that happened elsewhere. Security agencies later emphasized an important point. Any explosion or bombing at a site as sensitive as the Red Fort would trigger immediate public alerts, emergency responses, and sustained media coverage. None of those signals matched the descriptions circulating online. When it comes to evidence, the first thing often cited is social media testimony. These posts usually claim that a car exploded near the Red Fort, but they lack key details like named witnesses, precise locations, or exact dates. The second element is visual material. Photos and videos shared alongside these claims were checked by journalists and fact-checkers. Many were traced back to other incidents in different cities and different years. The strongest layer of verification comes from official records. Public police statements and government press briefings do not confirm any car bombing at the Red Fort. Historical reporting adds another layer. When major security incidents have occurred at the Red Fort in the past, they were documented clearly and consistently across news outlets. That pattern of documentation is missing here. Some people believe an incident could have been quietly contained to avoid panic. According to this view, limited disclosure might explain the lack of records. However, this idea is based on suspicion, not documented proof. Others, including security analysts and journalists, argue the opposite. They say the Red Fort's symbolic and strategic importance makes secrecy highly unlikely. Even minor security concerns in the area are routinely reported because of public safety laws and international attention. The central gap remains unchanged. There is no confirmed, on-the-record evidence of a car bombing at the Red Fort. Yet the phrase continues to circulate. The conflict is not between two solid sets of facts, but between verified information and unanswered uncertainty. And that uncertainty has real effects. Even without a confirmed incident, the human impact is visible. Tourists cancel visits. Local vendors worry about lost income. Residents living nearby feel a quiet tension whenever the rumor resurfaces online. One shopkeeper near the Red Fort later told reporters, during an unrelated security drill, that rumors alone were enough to empty the streets for hours. Fear, even when unproven, changes how people behave. This shows how stories about violence can affect daily life without a single confirmed casualty. The impact is emotional rather than physical, but it is still deeply felt. Experts in security communication often describe misinformation as smoke without fire. Smoke can make people run and panic, even when there are no flames. In high security areas, those reactions can create real risks. Media scholars use another metaphor. They compare misinformation to an echo in a canyon. One voice may be small, but repeated again and again, it begins to sound loud and convincing. Online platforms can turn whispers into echoes in minutes. This matters because public trust depends on accurate memory. When unclear or false stories take hold, they blur the line between what actually happened and what people believe happened. Over time, that erosion can weaken confidence in the institutions designed to protect public spaces. So here is what we know. There is no verified record confirming a car bombing at the Red Fort. And here is what we don't know. Why the claim continues to spread so strongly online. The final chapter of this story is not about an explosion. It is about belief. Looking ahead, one likely outcome is continued fact-checking and clarification whenever the claim resurfaces. A second possibility is stronger labeling or limits on the spread of unverified claims tied to public safety. A less likely scenario would involve new, credible information that changes what we currently understand. The Red Fort has stood for centuries. It has witnessed real history and imagined stories alike. Knowing the difference between the two is essential to protecting both truth and trust. If you want to explore how misinformation shapes public memory, watch our next video, When Rumors Become History, How False Stories Spread. Our reporting is based on public news archives, official statements, and independent fact-checking sources.